Okay, good morning, class. At this point, we're looking at finance. We have done exercise 12.4 no? And 12.5 yesterday. Okay. All right, so now we're looking at exercise 12 point, examples for exercise 12.6. No? We're looking at population growth. Okay. I think there was a sum here that we didn't do yesterday, no? Which was number 7. Result of exercise 12.5 and 12.5 is on page 72. 12.5, 73. This is now number 7, no? Right. So we are told that the current annual fees to study at a particular course at university are 18,500 Rand. Okay, the current fees at university now at UWC is like 43,000. Okay, so don't waste your time. No? If you want a bursary, they don't give bursary for learners who's mediocre. No? They give it to the best. Why? So that they are sure, or not sure, but they have the people that works hard has a better chance. Whereas the higher average stands a better chance of completing the courses at university. Okay? So use this time now to prepare for that time to come. Okay? Don't go to university and then it's your first time you have ever studied. Then it's not going to work for you. Okay? Work hard now. Yeah. So we are told that it's 18,500. Determine the expected cost of studying at the same course in 4 years' time if the fees are increased by 9% per annum as a result of inflation. Give your answer correct to the nearest rand. People, what's the formula for inflation? A is equal to P into 1 plus I to the exponent n. Not so. So the current cost is 18,500 Rand into 1 plus I, 0,09 to the exponent, 4 years. Okay, so that's going to be 18,500 into 1 plus 0.09 to the exponent 4. Gives you 26,114 Rand and 26. Nearest Rand, so it's going to be 26,114. Okay, you guys understand, people? So with that, we can delete this page here. Now we're looking at population growth, and this is reading from a page. Sorry, 274. Okay, 274. Okay, and the exercise is on page 270. 275. Okay. Here we are told that the formula A is equal to P into 1 plus I is used to calculate compound growth. The formula A is equal to P into 1 plus I to the n used to calculate compound growth can also be used in other applications where the growth is based on percentage of the previous year's total. Okay? So in like inflation as we just did now. Okay? Because it's based on your previous year's principal or starting value. So here we are told that the town has a population of 65,320. The average growth of the population is 8.2% per annum. Determine the expected population of the town in 20 years' time, assuming that the average growth in this population continues at the same rate. Okay, now there are countries where the population is actually declining. Do you guys hear of that? Which countries are those? Germany, China, those. No? So they're facing other problems now. Okay, they're having major problems with capping people on the number of kids they can have and all of those things. Now they're actually encouraging people to have more kids. Yeah, okay, and they're paying the people now to have kids. Yeah, they don't have to pay us, no? Yeah, we. Okay. So population people is basically based on the previous value. Okay. So because of that being the case, you're going to follow the formula. A is equal to B into 1 plus I to the n. Okay. So it starts with 65,320. So 65,320 into 1 plus 8.2%. So 0.082 to the exponent. The exponent 20 years. Okay. So it's going to be 65,320 into 1 plus 0.082 to the exponent 20. Okay, so that 65,320 will stand at a whopping 315,930, 38 people. Okay, so of course you can not get 38 people. You can just write 350,930. Okay. But because we know that this is not the exact value and all of this, so we will accept that comma sign. Unless it says to the nearest person. Okay, the whole person. They're going to get comma 38 plus people. No? That is also just an expected value if the population growth is at 8.2%. Okay. You guys understand? Let's look at the next example. The example is on the same page, correct? Here we are told that you guys know what the impala is, no? You guys eat impala? Why not? It's like a buck. What's that? Yes. Springbok. You don't eat springbok? Alright, one day we'll have a parade. Alright. The game farmer had a herd of 64 impala. The manager calculated that the farm could sustain a herd of 250 impala. Okay? And once the herd reaches 250, you would be able to sell the surplus stock. People, what is surplus? The extra. No? You guys must got a lot of surplus wealth at home. No? A lot of wealth, a lot of money and stuff lying around at home. Right. The herd of impala normally grows at 17% per annum. Okay? Calculate how long will it take. So what are we actually calculating here? N. No, it says how long will it take for the herd to reach 250 impala. Answer to the nearest. Yeah. Okay, so I think this question wasn't. But I think we did the calculation how to calculate in the exponent form. When we had this, I think we did. If we got 2 to the n, 2 to the x is equal to 10. Yes, you guys will say easily, no, we didn't. No? And then you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, but anyway, we have the formula a is equal to p into 1 plus I to the exponent. People, what's your a value? 250. So it's 250 is equal to p, 64, into 1 plus I, 0, comma, 17 to the exponent. Okay, did I show you how to use logs?
I did, but it's very brief.
Very brief, right? There will be a brief one here as well. So I divide by 64 both sides. That cancelled. So 1 plus 0, 17 is 1, 17. So the n is equal to 250 over 64. So what do I do now? The log. Okay? If I introduce logs to both sides, this is another way of writing an exponent. Okay? And what happens is this allows me to bring that exponent forward. So that gives me now n log 1 comma 17 is equal to log 250 over 64. How do I get n on its own? Divided by log 1 comma 17. Log 1 comma 17. That cancels. So n is equal to, how do we put on the calculator? Fraction log 250 over 64. Whoops. And that's over log 1.17. Gives us 8.67 years. Okay, so going back to the question. The question says, give your answer to the nearest year. So if it is at 8 years, you won't have 215 per other year. It's only after 9 years, therefore n is equal to, after 9 years, will he exceed 215 per? Okay. I'm actually interested in how the textbook worked it out. Or did they use logs as well? Okay, they basically use what we used in when I explained that section of work. Let's just use that as well. So it can be one time explained. If I consider this here, 1 comma 17 to the n is equal to 250 over 64. Now 250 over 64 can be written as 250 over 64 gives me 3 comma 9. Can you see that? So that's going to give you also 3 comma 9. So it's 1 comma 17 in. So what we did was they said, okay, you got 1.17 to the exponent 5. Volumes. We're looking for a value over 3 comma 9 or around about there. Okay. So 5 years will give you 2 comma 1, which is lower than that. So we go with 7. You can see it's 3 is approaching that. Let's go 8. Still less than that. Not so? So we make it then 9. So 4 comma, which is over that value. So therefore, 9 yes. You guys understand? That's by doing the method that we have applied when we did exponents. Okay. Either or you'll get the full mark for your tempting. Okay, provided you get that. People in exercise 12.6, as we are doing with these videos, we're doing all the odd numbers from the exercise as well. This is the extensive version of the work. Okay. People, we are told that the number of international tourists in the Western Cape in 2007 was 1,763,631. And it's expected to increase annually by 4%. Calculate how many international tourists are expected to visit the Western Cape in 2020. So what do I do here? You see they didn't consider? What happened in 2020? COVID. They didn't consider that. No? So it was very, very little visitors. Okay. If any. But anyway, it uses the formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus I to the exponent. And what are we calculating here? A, yes. So the principal or the starting value, 1,763,631 into 1 plus 4%, which is 0.04 to the exponent. So 2020 minus 2007. Huh? 13 years. Right. So n of course is 13. So run that on your calculator quickly. Come my girl. Why is she with your calculator? And she's not even using it, see there? You aim. So what's the answer? Okay, you are going to. Right. The whole day that girl carries her calculator along, and then just in the maths period when she actually needs it, she gives it to somebody else. So sweet of you. Then she gave it. Right, what's the answer, people? 2 million? 936,575 and 26. So it's approximately 2,936,575, comma 26. Yours is to the nearest person, of course, 2,936,575. Okay. Will you guys understand? Are you okay? Your arm too long for you? Did you swing it like that? Huh? Swinging your arm, I think it's on your own. Are you excited? Yes, nice. I like it. People, in 1980, that's before you guys were thought of, no? Thought of, right. In 1980, how many years ago is that? From 40 something, 43 years ago. So in 1980, the number of zebra in the Kruger National Park was estimated at 22,500. In 2010, how many years later is that? 30 years. The number of zebra was estimated at 30,000. Calculate the average percentage increase per annum in the zebra population over the 30-year period. So what are we calculating here? I. So what's my formula? A is equal to P into 1 plus I, the exponent n. Not so. So what's your A value? 30,000 equals 22,500 into 1 plus I to the exponent 30. So what do I do first? Divide by 22,500. That cancels. So it's 1 plus I to the 30 is equal to 30,000 over 22,500. 4 over 3. Oh, it's 1,33. But we tend to use the fraction. If it's a fraction, we write it down. Okay? Because that is closer to the original value. So what do we do now? Take the 30th root, not so. There's 1 plus I equals. So you got the 30th root. 30 shift. Oops, not that one. Shift 30th root of that answer, which is 4 over 3, is 1 comma 0096. And the number carries on. Now a minus 1 and I multiplied by the minus 1. Then I multiplied by, and this gives you 0 comma 96%. So it's like almost 1% in which the thing is increasing by. Okay, that's all. And it's that's very little. Okay, maybe there's some predators that's enjoying themselves and stuff like that. Okay, guys know what predators are, no? What are predators? Carnivore. Some of you doing biology, life science. Okay, nice. Okay. People, in number 5. A farmer has a herd of 540 dairy cows. What color are dairy cows? Black and white. Yeah. That's the ones you normally see, na? Some are brown and so. And normally we associate the black and white ones with them, na? Right. The farmer plans to increase the herd to 1,200 using a breeding program. The dairy cows are expected to increase by 9% per annum. Calculate how long will it take to achieve the objective. What are we calculating here? N. If your answer correct to the nearest year. So we are calculating N here. So what formula do we use? Compound formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus I to the exponent N. What's your A value? She wants 1,200 at the end of the program. The 540 is what she's starting off with. 1 plus I, 0,09 to the exponent. Huh? N. So where do we start? What's the next step, sorry? Divide by 540. So 540 both sides. So we got 1,09 to the n is equal to 1,200 over 540. 20 over 9. Decimal, 2,22. Okay, so when we start with n being, choose any value for n. So it's 1,09 to the exponent 5. 1,5. Which means the same as I go higher or lower? Higher. Right. Let's write 7. Go higher or lower? Higher. Let's go 9. Higher or lower? Higher. That's going to be just about over, not so? So therefore, 10. Remember, if it's 9 years, it will be less. So if I sub 9 to year by n, I'll show you it will be less than 1,200. So 540 into 1 plus 0,09 to the exponent 9. Did you see? It's 1,172. What do you think will happen when I put a 10 there? It will be over. It's going to be 1,278,37. You guys understand? No? Any confusion there? Yes, Michael? You don't tell me you're not confused. Nice. Alright, let's do the next one. Yeah, we finished. Right, homework. The even numbers of exercise 12.6. Okay.